Good morning and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in Boston. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Wednesday, February 5th. You'll be interested to know. 7 years ago, today, in 2017. In the first overtime game in Super Bowl history, Tom Brady and the New England Patriots overcame a 25-point deficit to defeat the Atlanta Falcons, marking a significant moment in sports history and showcasing the resilience and skill of the Patriots during Super Bowl 51. So now you know. And now, it's time for the weather report. This morning it's sunny and feels like 0 degrees, with 19-mile-per-hour wind. The sunset will take place at 5:03, and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:51. It looks like we're in for a beautiful Wednesday, with plenty of sunshine and temperatures reaching near 29, along with a light northwest breeze. Tonight, expect partly cloudy skies and a low of 17, with very light winds. For all you beach runners out there, the first low tide Wednesday will be at 10:30, with the high tide at 4:45. The nearshore buoy at Cape Cod Bay reads 38 degrees for the water temperature. Looking ahead in the weather. Expect snowy conditions on Thursday with a high near 40 and a chance of rain at night. Friday will be mostly sunny and a bit warmer, while Saturday brings a slight chance of snow. Snow returns Sunday morning with a high near 41. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, hockey fans in New England are gearing up for the exciting Beanpot Finals at TD Garden, featuring Boston College against Boston University. This annual tournament, held for over 70 years, showcases the top college hockey programs in Boston. With Boston College defeating Northeastern and Boston University overcoming Harvard, this year's championship promises an all-Boston showdown. The finals will take place on Monday, February 10th at 4:30 in the afternoon Eastern Time. Tickets are available on StubHub, with prices ranging from $100 to $350, reflecting high demand for this thrilling event. Now on to sports. Major League Baseball has fired umpire Pat Hoberg due to his involvement in a betting scandal. The 38-year-old shared his sports gambling accounts with a friend who placed bets on baseball games and deleted electronic messages relevant to the league's investigation. Although there is no evidence that Hoberg personally bet on baseball or manipulated games, he can apply for reinstatement no earlier than the spring training of 2026. This incident adds to a long and recently growing history of sports betting scandals, highlighting ongoing concerns about integrity in sports. In local sports, last night, the Celtics beat the Cavs with a tight 112-105 victory at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Jayson Tatum led Boston with 22 points, while Derrick contributed a solid 20. The C's showcased their championship form, improving to 36-15. Boston's defense was impressive, limiting the Cavs' three-point shooting to 28.2%. Donovan Mitchell's 31 points weren't enough for Cleveland, who now stand at 40-10. Tomorrow night, the Celtics host the Dallas Mavericks at home. Last night, the Bruins dominated the Minnesota Wild 3-0 at the Garden. Charlie McAvoy opened the scoring, assisted by David Pasternak and Matthew Poitras. Trent Frederick and Morgan Geekie sealed the win with impressive goals. The Bees now boast a record of 27, 22, and 6. Tonight, the Bruins take on the Rangers in New York. In top news, the Canadian province of Ontario is canceling a $100 million Canadian contract with Starlink in response to tariffs imposed by United States President Donald Trump. Ontario Premier Doug Ford announced on social media that the region is also banning American companies from provincial contracts until these tariffs are lifted. Ford stated, "We will be ripping up the province's contract with Starlink, emphasizing that Ontario won't do business with people hell-bent on destroying our economy." Meanwhile, discussions surrounding targeted tariffs on United States goods, including Tesla, are gaining traction among Canadian officials. In business news, Elon Musk claims that the Department of Government Efficiency is working 120 hours a week, contrasting this with what he describes as the optimistic 40 hours that bureaucratic opponents work. Musk aims to cut more than $1 trillion from the federal budget, bringing his Silicon Valley drive to Washington. He noted on X that very few in the bureaucracy work weekends, leaving the field for 2 days. While some experts see his approach as a way to enhance efficiency, others warn that excessive work hours can lead to fatigue and burnout, emphasizing the importance of balance. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is down 4% to just under $98,000. Ethereum is down 5% to just over $2,700. And Goatse's Maximus is down 9% to 13 cents. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the Boston area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class. With locations in Canton, Wellesley, Hingham, Brookline, and Framingham, just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk science. Dopamine is often labeled as a feel-good hormone, but experts clarify that it does not directly create feelings of happiness. While social media trends discuss dopamine rushes and fasts, scientists emphasize that dopamine plays a complex role in learning, movement, and motivation, rather than simply mediating pleasure. During enjoyable activities, dopamine levels rise, but so do other neurotransmitters, making the term dopamine rush an oversimplification. Moreover, the concept of dopamine fasting is misleading. It is about managing impulsive behaviors, not draining dopamine. Ultimately, dopamine is essential for survival, not merely for pleasure. And in entertainment news, the first trailer for the Fantastic Four, First Steps, has been unveiled, giving fans a glimpse into Marvel's interpretation of Marvel's first family, set in a 1960s-inspired, retro-futuristic world. Directed by Matt Shakman, the film features Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, known as Mr. Fantastic, alongside Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm, and Eben Moss-Backrack as Ben Grimm, also known as The Thing. The team faces Galactus, a cosmic entity, and the Silver Surfer. The Fantastic Four, First Steps, launches Phase 6 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe when it premieres on July 25th. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American poet Emily Dickinson. And And she said, "Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tunes without the words and never stops at all." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the weather reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings in Boston.